guys, it's Protoge, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5, where we have not one, but two brand new free cars in Forza Horizon 5. And of course, they both have to be Cupras, because I think like Forza and Cupra have like a deal or something, where I feel like every few series we're gonna get a new Cupra in the game. Anyways, the two new Cupras are this electric Tavascan concept, and then we also have, if I can get to it, we also have the Formentor VZ5, which actually has an Audi i5, which sounds absolutely amazing. But this is the all-electric Tavascan. I think I already said that. And we're going to check out both cars today. So they're both sport utility heroes. That one's like a CUV. This one's an actual electric SUV. You can see all electric. Probably could have told that from the super high RPM. I did drive this thing a little bit, and I'm just going to say it is pretty slow. For some reason, this does feel like it can handle the off-road really good, though. This actually feels comfortable off-road. I actually turn this into an off-road vehicle, or maybe a stance electric or something. Because I do have a few stance SUVs and not a lot of off-roady ones. Speaking of which, there's something else I want to get to towards the end of this video. But I guess let's just customize this. So, for being all-electric, there's not really going to be any, probably not a lot of customization. Definitely no engine modifications, most likely. We're probably going to be able to swap the motor, but that's it. So I guess let's motor and battery. We have 335 horsepower right now. We can upgrade that to 446, bringing us up to A class. 556, bring up to mid A, and then we have 670 horsepower. That's actually not a lot compared to from like what I was originally thinking. Oh, there's a conversion here. Oh, and they can actually get. Wait, what? Is this bugged? Oh, the motor and battery here, they're the exact same thing. They're literally the exact same thing. What happens if we get the race motor? This is just the motor, but then with the battery, does the battery change anything? They're like the same thing. Oh! I went to the basic battery and stuff from this. The stock battery can get, the stock motor, can get up with a new battery. Can get up to 670 horsepower. But then you actually put a 670 horsepower racing motor in it, and then you upgrade the battery to 1100 horsepower. Holy hell! Holy man! 1100 horsepower all-electric SUV. Jesus! Okay, we're not going to do any of the aero because it is absolutely disgusting. But damn! 1100 horsepower in this. I'm saying we make this a sleeper car. I'm saying we put on slick race tires and we make this a sleeper car. We can actually change the rims on this, but we can't do any of the rim sizing and stuff. We could get a new driveline in there, and we're gonna do a race differential because we're gonna make this into a track toy, I guess. We're gonna do carbon ceramic brakes. I guess we'll add stiffer springs. Let's also go with some anti-roll bars. We're not gonna actually. Should we do a roll cage? I think we'll just go with. Does that like change our handling? Oh yeah, our handling was really bad. We're gonna go with street weight reduction, which brings down our weight a good bit. We have. What should we do here? I think that we should actually. Let's keep. Actually, the roll cage, you can't really tell there's a roll cage in here, like, at all. The windows are so tinted on this thing. But, yeah, we are going to make this into a I did want to make this into a sleeper car, but also an off-road car. So we are going to put off-road suspension and stuff on, now that I think about it, including... Oh, this thing must already have an off-road differential. I'm going to keep the race differential on, because I'm pretty sure all the race differential does is tune your stuff. Like, it tunes the differential automatically. But I like to have a locked differential anyway, and I usually put on a race differential and yeah, so I guess that's it. 109,000. I guess that makes sense for all that. Oh, I should have went with the... Did I go with the race weight reduction? I don't know, but we are gonna put that back on now that we are middle of S1. If I don't already have it. Yeah, there we go. That brings us up a lot. That brings our class up a ton. To S1 883. Jeez, man. So that's 1,100 horsepower. And we weigh under 4,000 pounds. Seems pretty heavy. Actually, yeah, that is pretty heavy. But we do have some good power behind it. And we're electric, so we have a ton of torque as well. Says 0 to 100. Oh, the driveline on this thing was really bad. It says that the theoretical top speed on this is 276 miles an hour. Our top speed says 260 miles an hour. Oh, you know what this car kind of reminds me of? It kind of looks like my mom's Kia a little bit in the front, now that I really think about it. I'll show you guys whenever we go and paint this thing. I wonder actually what colors this thing might have for it, or if it's just blue, because after all, this is just a concept. It's not the actual car. So if we go into here, are there any designs for this thing out? Oh geez, there's a ton. There's some really nice ones too. This car has been out for a little bit, I'm pretty sure, so it's probably gonna have some liveries and stuff already for it. Yeah, it just has this blue. Actually, in that case, we're not gonna paint this thing, because this thing actually has a really, really nice blue on it, and I really like it. What? What? Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking off.
Okay, see ya.
Hi, Luna.
Bye.
Have fun at workout today.
Yeah. Jeez, this thing sounds really cool. I think that this, you know what, this might actually have the motor from the Mission R, because they sound about the same. Plus, wait, how much? So this has 1,100 horsepower. Yeah, this has 1,147 horsepower. How much does the Mission R have? The Mission R, if I can find it, 1147. It is the same motor. They sound the exact same, and they have the same motor and stuff. Obviously, they sound the same. But the way I can tell if two cars, the way I usually tell if two cars have the same motor in them, is by the power numbers and stuff. Because, like, if a car has 668 horsepower, if I can find a car with 668 horsepower, well, these two cars would actually be the better example. They both have 1,356 horsepower and produce the same amount of torque. They also have the same engine size as well. So they were both using a, I'm pretty sure that's a 6.2 liter V8. But then upgraded and stuff, it goes up to 7.5 liters. And they both make 1,300 horsepower. So we really have to take this thing off-road. And I know I just started the recording a little bit early because I just have to get the timing right and stuff. But I'm trying a new timing system. But I forgot. And now that the timing's going to be a little early on this, from my face cam to the actual game and stuff. This thing actually handles the off-road a lot better. Whoop, that is a... Cleared it. Oh, crap. Oh... Also, it also has one gear as well. Some electric cars have two. Yeah, this thing handles really, really well off-road in the mud and stuff. It's not even on drift suspension. I don't even know if there was drift suspension. But this thing does handle really well. I could probably use this for racing. It's also really fast, and even with these super extended gears, it like accelerates and stuff really, really well. This thing is nice. Also, I wonder if we could get like skill point or anything, like skill points or something from this. Also, these cars should also soon, maybe on Thursday, be available in the festival. This one for 50K, probably. And then the the Formentor, the Tavascan for 50, the Formentor for 70. Actually, this thing could be competitive in A class and stuff, probably. And S1, but let's see what upgrades it actually has. So now we're gonna go from the all-electric Tavascan to the Formentor. This is actually a real car. This isn't actually a concept. This is an actual real car. Like, I'm pretty sure these are in production. As a turbocharged Audi i5. I was honestly expecting a better sound from it, but it does still sound really nice. It's more like a laid back version, I'd say, like with the Tavascan. The Tavascan. Because obviously the Tavascan, I've been saying this, is a concept vehicle. This is an actual production vehicle. For a production vehicle, this actually looks really cool. It kind of reminds me, what company is Cupra from? I mean, what country is Cupra from? Spain. Oh, that's actually really cool. These are Spanish cars. I think what this might be based off, this kind of reminds me of the Maserati Levante, or like the Bentley Bentayga. I think it's trying to compete with the luxury SUV market and stuff. It's like the lower end model, and it's not even in the US, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is just a Europe only model, or everywhere but America, because America is weird. But this thing is actually really nice, and I would honestly, if I had the money, definitely try and get one of these, because it's basically a lifted Audi CUV. Audi doesn't really make any notable off-roaders and stuff, so having something like this, something that could maybe handle some rally trails and stuff, that could actually be really, really cool. And probably the best off-roady thing Audi has ever made was the Quattro S1 back in the 80s and stuff for Group B, but like I said, that's way back in the 80s. You don't really have anything like that today. So for all-wheel drive, we could put a turbo rally in this. Hell no! We're keeping that beautiful Audi i5. And now we have the splitter and stuff. It's always ugly. It's never gonna look good. And then of course we have that wing. Hell no. We're actually gonna turn this into a stance CUV and stuff. So I guess let's just get some of this in here. What can we do with, ooh. So we got some wheel spacers. We can make the wheels bigger. Actually, I personally like the wheels on this, but I think we might be able to get something a little better. No, not T37s. I think we are. What else I like about this car, it has a stock 7-speed transmission, which I usually put in a lot of my cars anyway. So, and we're also going to go with a race differential as well, I guess. I wonder how much power we can get out of this engine, because I'm pretty sure it's a modified Audi i5, I want to say. I'm going to have to check with the Audi engine, with like an actual Audi or something, on how much that engine makes. So we have to remember, this makes 385 horsepower stock. And then maxed out, we already had 60 horsepower. That brings up to over 400. We have 444 after a few more upgrades. The engine, let's hear what the exhaust would sound like on this. So stock, that sounds just alright. That just sounds really cool. Oh, there we go. And obviously we're also going to get an anti-lag turbo as well. Yeah, this is a flame-throwing SUV. Literally a flame-throwing SUV. And it stands, and it's a literal race car. Well, kind of, in a way. It also has 4 exhaust tips. So, this will weigh less than 3,000 pounds. For an SUV, that's actually really exciting. And I forgot how much power we had, but I'm going to check that as well. Also, since this is a legitimate production vehicle, I wonder what colors we're going to have for this thing. We're just going to tune our camber and stuff. Actually, wait, this is going to be a stance SUV. This is going to be like a really racy SUV. This is going to be just pure stance. So I guess let's max out the camber. It's already lowered all the way down as it can be. We are going to adjust the brake force as well, and we're going to lock the differentials just in case. I guess this thing could also maybe be our, I guess this thing could also maybe be our, like a drift car or something, potentially. So, and there we go. Now, what colors are we gonna have for this thing? Since this thing has been out for a while, yeah, there's, ooh, Air 12 of us already have a video out for this. If you guys the livery shared and stuff already. There's already police version as well, and of course there's an anime version. We don't talk about that. There's also some really, really nice, like this Cupra one looks really cool. And it's just a lot of red and stuff, and some other cool colors. But let's actually see what else we could do for this. So this thing is matte black stock. We can have a gloss black, or we can have a really cool, like matte gloss, maybe like a semi-gloss, glossy semi-gloss, blue. That Actually, I really like that. But I think, you know what this car reminds me of? In BeamNG, this car kind of reminds me of the Vivos. I'll try and put a picture up on screen if I remember in editing. But if not, just look up a picture of the Cherry Vivos BeamNG driver, BeamNG Vivos or something. And I'm gonna try and maybe try and get the color or something down. Maybe, I know it's like a darker green, maybe like a darker lime-ish green. It does look really nice, and I think that oh yeah, that actually looks really good. I really like that. Maybe a little more limey. Yeah, that looks really nice. And what could we, oh, we can't change the mirrors though. Huh. What about the wing? Yeah, that's the little wing there, but I think it looked better as the main color of the body. And we are gonna paint the wheels. Let's go carbon fiber, and then let's see what we can do. I want to add like gold accents or something. And I passed the carbon fiber. Okay, give me a sec. And here's what I have for the overall design. For the wheels, I did actually end up going with a tertiary color gold, and also the outer lip as well. Really nice semi-gloss gold. I really just crossed my fingers I don't have Max design saved, because I've made so many Sunset Autosport liveries and stuff. That's like not even funny. Saving, come on. It takes a while to save because I have so many save files and stuff. I'm also gonna share this design as well. If it'll, yeah, you can see I have a ton of liveries. On Twitter, I actually made a Sunset Autosport account and stuff. So if you want to go follow me there, try to put that on screen too if I remember. The at is what's a Doge, and then on my profile it should say Sunset Autosport, or you could just do at Sunset Autosport and stuff. And yeah, gonna name it Super Lime, I guess. There we go. This thing looks really nice, this color and stuff. And we're gonna share it as just a, what should we do it? Let's go, I guess let's go real world drift. I mean, it might be a drift car. I guess let's go real world original. I don't know if, what people are doing to these things, but I'd imagine that you could do a ton with these things because of the Audi i5. And also, like, basically, since the car is so big, it's kind of like a blank canvas. Like, you can do whatever you want for it. Like, you could do, oh, shoot. R34 GTR. But like this thing, I see this car, like pretty much every car is like a blank canvas. Like you could do anything to it. You could do a roof rack, you could do a wide body, you could do a splitter, a wing, anything you want. Oh, that kind of scared me a bit. Nice Barracuda. This thing sounds so good. And it looks amazing too with the color and everything. God. Jeez, this car legitimately puts a smile on my face. This is actually, for once, a cool SUV. Well, I mean, there's Aston Martin DBX. But this is actually, for once, an exciting SUV. This thing is super cool. Like, for once, an actually exciting SUV in Forza Horizon 5. And then you have the Aston Martin DBX itself, but, I mean, this is a car that you've never heard of. You don't really think it's gonna pass expectations. And then it goes out here and it's just like... It sounds so good! God, I love this thing so much. I mean, yeah, the Tavascan is cool, but this... Man! Oh, that's the R34 there. This just blows it out of the water. This thing is so cool. And it handles really well for what it is, too. So we have... How much power does this have? Let's say 821 horsepower. And we only weigh 2,800 pounds. The NSX! That maxed out NSX I have weighs more than that. Well, not as much as the Integras. But yeah, this thing is legitimately amazing. It's a lightweight, high-power performance SUV, and you can basically do whatever you want. I mean, there might not be a lot of parts for it, but... I would say that with the stock engine and everything and the suspension and all that, you kind of have unlimited possibilities with this Cupra here. This thing is amazing. I love it so much. You guys remember what I said at the beginning of the video with the something else I wanted to show you? Well, you know how like the Ford F-150 Lightning has that really cool off-roading rack and stuff? Well, they added it to a bunch of other vehicles, and honestly, it's probably the best thing they've done in a while. I think it's so cool. So yeah, they've added a ton of brand new like off-roady stuff. Not like a ton. Actually, can we? Oh yeah, this is a truck I upgraded a while ago, so we can do the tire sizing and stuff on this. But the main thing is that camping rack, the overlanding upgrades and stuff. It looks so good on this. And also something else. We're also gonna try something else with this truck and stuff. So on certain vehicles, I'll actually show a bunch of them. They added like overlanding upgrades and stuff, which is basically like that rear rack. I did the wrong thing. So like they added it for the Chevy Colorado. I might be missing a few here, but they added it for the Chevy Colorado, the Jeep Gladiator. I thought that they added it for the Tacoma, but they didn't. They also added it for the Ranger Raptor, the Velociraptor 6x6, the Nissan Titan, the Mercedes X-Class surprisingly got it, the Mercedes AMG G63, the 6x6 Mercedes. I already said the Velociraptor, I think. There's the X-Class. They also added it for the Ram Power Wagon, which is actually kind of surprising, because no one really uses it anymore. I haven't really seen one in a while. The 2011 Raptor, as long as the 2017 Raptor they added it for, and surprisingly the Super Duty as well they added it for, and the Defender 90, which I'm very fond of because my favorite Lego is right over there, and it's a Defender 90. And I'm pretty sure that's all they added it for. I can't really think of any other vehicles that got the rack. Like, there's not a lot of true overlanding vehicles in the game anymore. But they are actually adding a ton of off-roading vehicles and stuff. Like they added the Ford Ranger. I mean, it's not a Ranger actually. So they had the 1972 Chevy K10, which is one of my all-time favorite trucks. Probably my actual favorite truck because there's so much you can do with it and stuff. They also added they're adding the Birdie design Transformer Ford Super Duty as well, which is super cool. And then in Ford, it's actually an F-150, not a Ranger. But they should really add the classic Ranger, like a few Rangers or something, because those would be absolutely perfect for Horizon. Just like a small, lightweight truck and stuff. We don't really have a lot of those in Horizon, but we are getting a few. And then there's, of course, we are getting, everyone knows it, where is it? Am I blind? I am blind. The Hummer EV finally is coming to Horizon, and I am so excited for it. Now, also something else is, of course, everyone knows the main thing with this update is the photo mode. Yeah, don't ask why my character is stabbing. Just do not ask why my character is stabbing. Why do I do this to myself? Anyways, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you all in the next.